In just a minute, you're going to hear about one life that is being transformed through the ministry of Love Inc. I'll let the young woman share her story, but God has been at work in her family for years, and now she's an adult in our Grow Together program. As you watch, would you pray about becoming a financial partner with the ministry of Love Inc.? No amount is too small to invest. In a time when so many things feel out of control in the world, remember that God is writing His story on the hearts right here in our own community. We invite you to become part of that story.
You know when you're doing fine and then all of a sudden you get nervous, but not so nervous and then your tummy just goes, whoosh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. So in the beginning, before our life flips upside down, we were in a terrible situation with physical, mental abuse, unstable housing, deplorable living conditions. We ended up at Cardva in Corvallis. We first got into Love Inc. Because we had no money for my sister's birthday. We got her a camera through Love Inc. and it all started from there. Love Inc. has helped us progress through so much. Our hard times of going from Cardva to being homeless to finding connections so that we could have our own house, stable housing to rent and live in. After I got married, I was moving out for the first time with my husband, and we were struggling to get odds and ends for our apartment, and so I reached out to Love Inc. once more, and I did an intake with them, and they helped us with whatever they could. From there, I got into a connection with Sue, who did my intake with me. She mentioned that they were just starting up these classes called Grow Together classes, and so I took on more of a load to my already full school schedule, which I thought I would regret, but it was a completely different story. The first class that I chose to take was Faith and Finance, because that's what I saw that I needed in my life, being freshly married and moving out for the first time. After taking the class, I still use what I've learned in day-to-day purchases, all the way from budgeting daily to monthly budgeting, half-year budgeting, and full-year budgeting. I got the perspective of joyfully giving. I didn't think of that before, and I would have never gotten as far as I have in my savings if I didn't take this class. After such an experience, I just got hooked on these classes. Apparently, they were offering a parenting class. So I signed up for that with my husband, and he wasn't the keenest on the idea of taking a parenting class so early. Throughout the class, it was really nice to see him get more and more into it, trying to pull it off that he wasn't as interested in it. But actually seeing him get excited for every Thursday night was very enjoyable to see. I learned so much in that parenting class. I did not expect to learn so much about myself and how my parents' parenting style has influenced my life. It was almost a little much to handle so much reality. It was a huge reality check, just one after the other, which was a little intimidating, but I persevered, and this realization is what I need early on in my adulthood. All parents are just trying to figure it out. They're all just doing their best. I already had a sense of that, but hearing it in a different perspective made me so much more appreciative of my mom being a single mom with 5 kids. She did what she absolutely could. That's more than what I could ever ask for. I just got hooked on these classes, and for anybody else, they'd get hooked on these classes too. If I were to say anything to people that were debating on whether or not to take these classes, I would say get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes getting out of your comfort zone will lead you to so much more. I think I'm a different person after this year of taking Grow Together classes. The Lord knew that that was where I was supposed to be. And taking all of the classes, I came in wanting something, and I got out what I needed. My name is Mirkayla, and this is my story. What's yours?